Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to episode 37 of the weekly podcast for the week starting 21st of October 2019. How you doing? How you doing, guys? Halloween is almost here. Okay, we are full on swing on preparation. What the fuck am I even saying? Oh my god, I haven't had my coffee yet. Still, guys, don't worry about it though. Okay, we're gonna push through it. Another early podcast recording that I'm doing because I have actually a job interview later today, which I have to get ready for. So yeah, maybe a quick one. Although I don't know, I do have the time to talk about stuff. Also, um, yeah, I don't know. I do have a few things that I guess do wanna talk about since I'm recording this. But hey, I might have a little bit of a bad news first. Next week we're probably gonna skip the podcast, just because I'm probably not gonna be here. I'm gonna go on a little. I won't really call it a vacation or anything, but I'm probably gonna be out of town. 100% actually, I'm gonna be out of town. So if I do record something later down this week, as like a Halloween special, we will do that. Or yeah, I mean, I will do that because although I do, yeah, next week is like the 29th, right? Dude, I really actually wanted to do something for Halloween, so maybe I'm gonna record something later this week, to do something for Halloween because I do wanna, as I said, possibly if I was a kid and I celebrated this, um, like this holiday, it would have probably been my favorite holiday of all time, cause it's just so good, man. It's just so good. I'm really sad we're kind of starting to a little bit celebrate it, but not really. You know, I would love it to be like a tradition over here as well, man. To actually have creepy stuff. I mean, we do them. When you're a kid, there is nothing for you on this holiday. But if you're an adult, especially a young adult who goes out drinking and partying and stuff, um, essentially pretty much every nightclub has like a dress up party and dress up, make your costume and come in. You can come in for free and they have like different competitions and stuff. Like if you win best costume of the night sort of a thing, your bill is free. They just make it so that you spend a ton of money, and hope that you have the best costume, because at the end of the night you get your bill paid for something. Like they make a crazy amounts of money. I remember, I remember last year we went to like this. Uh, I don't know, like it was like a little bit like a weirder, like a higher class nightclub than what we usually go to, because it was in like the town center and it was like the high life sort of thing. It really wasn't. It was just like any other nightclub out there, but it was marketed like that. But apparently, we heard, hey, pricing is not that bad. You know, pricing is fine, and we go there. It was not fine. It was like double what we usually pay in the nightclub, everything. But then again, apparently that was because of Halloween. They pumped up the price. They were like, "Yo, everyone can enter. You don't need to pay to enter. We just, just the security needs to pat you down to see if you don't have any weapons on you, whatever. And then you can come in, and everything was kind of super expensive and stuff. Just for the holiday, just for one night only. Buy one, pay double for whatever you fucking drink." Man, it was. I don't know. We did still had like a pretty decent night back then. So I'm not sure if we're gonna repeat that this year, especially me being out of town. I am at least probably not gonna repeat it. I don't know if like the other people are going to. Yeah, man, I don't know if I'm actually gonna do anything for Halloween this week, this year, man. I think I might just be busy. Just be a little bit busy. I don't know, man. Nighttime should be fine, I guess. Anyway, how you doing? Did you got your costume, you clown? Anyway, we got some drama in the UFC now. If you have been following any of any UFC news or whatever, you probably heard about it. But Dana White, the man, the myth, the legend, the CEO, the moneymaker, whatever you wanna actually call him. But yeah, he came out and he said that Conor McGregor is no longer the man. You know, the man right now is Khabib, and apparently McGregor didn't like that. He went on Twitter and shot back at him, calling, not really calling him anything insulting, but he was just like, I am still the man and stuff, you know. And then McGregor went on to tweet at Khabib shot back, you know. I mean, it's a usual a PR mess for McGregor that he's known for these days, really. But yeah, man. I mean, of course, the Khabib is gonna be the man. He's undefeated. First of all, he has a 30 something wins. You know, he's undefeated in his professional life, not just in the UFC. And I mean, of course, he's the man. He's unstoppable right now. So I really don't disagree with Dana. You know, and me being a McGregor fan, I can see that he's not really calling the shots anymore. Sadly, because he hasn't fought in over a year now. You know, and he's coming back December. But to be honest, if he really takes the Frankie Edgar fight, it would just prove that he's not calling the shots anymore. Because Frankie Edgar doesn't make any sense. Isn't he the bantamweight champion right now or something, or the ex-bantamweight champion? It was something of the sort. I think he is. Is he? I might be completely up my asshole right now. Frankie Edgar. Let me just check it real quick, man. We can just check, I guess. It doesn't matter that we are live. We can just check. Can I Google, please? Please Google. Okay. Well, Wikipedia is fine, I guess. Can I actually? No, please. I need to get a new mouse, man. The scroll wheel is so bad. Okay, so style fighting trainer. Do we have he is the current champion of whatever. No, as of May 13, 2019, he's fourth in the UFC featherweight ranking. So he is a featherweight right now. Okay, so he's not bantamweight. He is just one class under, which is fine, I guess. But yeah, I mean, he's fourth there. What am I even looking at, dude? That is weird. But yeah, man, I mean, he's fourth there. He's not even a first contender in the Frankie Edgar fight makes no sense for McGregor. Is all I'm trying to say here. What he went into a spat with Poirier. Poirier is a better matchup for McGregor. Justin Gaethje is a better match for McGregor. Cerrone, you know, he has so many people that he can actually fight, you know, that are gonna be good matchups for him. There are gonna be matchups that he would come back and he will generate a lot of hype, especially if he wins, especially if he beats someone like Justin Gaethje. That's gonna be huge, dude. That's gonna be like, oh, that's gonna be like so big for his career. And if he, and I mean, look, I get it. If he takes Frankie Edgar, for example, it's gonna be an easier win, because I mean, like Frankie Edgar is a small dude. Frankie Edgar is a really small dude. He has such a big reach advantage, McGregor, on him that I don't think Frankie will stand much of a chance. And the thing is, like, get Poirier at least. Poirier is gonna be a really good matchup for him, and he's like also. I don't know, man. Like, a lot of people are coming out and they're like, "Oh, well, Poirier right now, he just lost to Khabib, so he's like a lesser name or some shit," which really just boggles my mind when people say something like that. Why? Because Frankie Edgar was dominated by Max Holloway. Like, Max Holloway beat the shit out of Frankie Edgar, okay? And then Max Holloway got the shit out of beating him by, that was a horrible sentence, but you know what I'm saying. Like, Poirier just destroyed Max Holloway on the feet, where Max is arguably the best, and I don't know. I feel like Poirier did like a good effort going at Khabib. I mean, he lost to Khabib. He literally lost to the best in the world in MMA right now. So. Dude, I don't know. Like, Poirier would have been a way, way better matchup for McGregor. And if McGregor actually really takes Frankie Edgar, that would just mean that Dana is right, that he cannot call the shots anymore, and he's taking what Dana is giving him essentially. And I don't know, man. I guess it could be like a tactic for him to get back into fighting with a win, because again, someone like Edgar, who is no longer, he has been a lightweight, but he's no longer there, and he's too small for that category anyway. He has no business being in the lightweight. I mean, in my opinion, like, he is even like a little bit small to be in like featherweight, man. I think bantamweight is gonna be best for him, and and also he's clocking up the years, although Poirier is also up there as well with the years. So I mean, years are not always a factor. We have great fighters fighting up to like 40 some years of age, and still getting like great fights. So year is not really that big of a factor, but reach is a factor also. I mean, size is a big factor as well, man. Size is a pretty big factor as well. And when you're a lot larger than your opponent, it's like way easier, because as you probably all know, it's easier to punch down than to punch up, Anyway, yeah, I don't know, the future. I mean, the future could be bright for McGregor if he comes back. He's gonna get a win against Edgar, and then he can like be a little bit more demanding. I came back, I won, now I want. I mean, he's not gonna get Khabib, probably. Also, mainly because Khabib is fighting Tony right now, or at least they're trying to make that fight. For like the fourth time or the fifth time right now. They're just trying to make that fight after Dana said that fight is never gonna happen. I'm done booking that fight. He's apparently, Dana is gonna give it one last chance, because I mean, that's what the fans want. That's what we really wanna see, and I don't know, we've been waiting for that fight for like way too long, but yeah, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. McGregor better win. If he gets the Frankie Edgar fight, he better win, because if he loses to Edgar, I think that's gonna be like a career suicide. I don't think he can come back from that one. So there is like this thing that apparently McGregor is gonna be having a press conference this Thursday in Russia. Now a lot of people are alluding to, oh, he's gonna be getting the Khabib fight, or oh, he managed to claw his way into Dana to get the Khabib fight, and yada yada yada. But actually, if you do some digging, he releases his whiskey in Russia this week, and that's probably what the press conference is all about. It's not him, it's not him coming out and saying, yeah, I'm gonna fight Khabib or something of the sort. It's not gonna be anything like that. It's gonna be just for like his whiskey, which, I mean, I am still excited to try. I'm still excited to try. I don't know, man. I'm probably, if it comes over here, apparently now that it's in Russia, it's probably gonna start being released in like other European countries as well. So yeah, when it comes here, I'm probably gonna give it a shot. To me, I don't know. To me, because it's the same price as a Jack, right? It's that price range of a whiskey, and in that price range, I don't think anything can beat a good old Jack. I don't know. It's just a lot of people were like, you hear a lot of like posher people and stuff that they're into whiskeys, and they're like, Jack Daniels is like, and stuff. But no, dude, it's the best fucking whiskey out there, hands down, the best whiskey out there. It's just so good, man. You just sip it so easily. It doesn't taste bad. It doesn't you just sip it super fucking easy, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's fine. It's fine, and it doesn't break the bank. It's like a normal price for a whiskey. So yeah. Anyway, do we have like anything major else happening in the UFC? Are we looking at UFC 244, where Masvidal is gonna be fighting? Yeah, but it's 2nd of November, so it's actually the week that I'm gonna be gone. I don't know if I'm gonna be back. I don't know if I'm gonna be back to watch it. Oh man, that's sad. But yeah, man, next UFC, I guess I might as well talk about, since if there is a podcast next week, it's gonna be something about Halloween. It's gonna be something like a special, and I'm not gonna be talking about this normal stuff. But yeah, man, we have some matches next UFC. Can I get like a I guess that's fine. So we're gonna first see Kevin Lee returning to the octagon, then the match that I am actually kind of really super excited, Derek Lewis versus Bogo Ivanov. My man, the Bulgarian dude, I don't know what are his chances against Derek Lewis, man. He did lost by Junior Dos Santos by decision, but then he I don't really want to say dominated, but he took the win against Tuivasa. But Derek Lewis has these strong hands, man. Derek Lewis is a wild card, really. Like he's losing the fight until he lands a punch, and then he has won it. It's like I don't know. That fight is gonna be great to watch. Okay, trust me. That fight is gonna be a good one to watch. There is probably gonna be some kind of a knockout, because Derek Lewis usually knocks out opponents, and Bogoi doesn't really have the best cardio out there. Whoop. we had a buzzing sound. I hope it didn't screw up the audio. Because, like, on one of the previous podcasts, I think the start was, like, weird and then it fixed itself. I hope this is not the case right now. Usually, the sound wave is a little bit different when it does that, but I don't think it did it. I don't think it did it because the sound wave is like the same, so it's probably fine. I'm gonna say it's fine. Then the next match we have Stephen Thompson, the guy that got KO'd by my boy. He's fighting Vincente Liquick, who is like someone I'm not really. I was gonna say I'm not really a fan of. I haven't really followed up on much because I didn't really have any interest. And then the co-main and the main event is where it's gonna be at, though, because for the co-main event we have Kelvin Gastelum versus Darren Till. Dude, that's gonna be one of those fights that it's gonna be a slugfest. They're gonna punch each other to death, those two. It's gonna be a great watch. It's gonna be a great one to watch. And then we have Masvidal versus Nate Diaz, which is gonna be maybe the fight of the year. Maybe, you know, those two are gonna go at it. It'd be really it would be impressive, but it would also suck. But it would also be impressive if Masvidal can end the fight in like 5 seconds or whatever it was again. Dude, that was a hell of a fight, man. Like as far as I've heard, because there have been like some news and stuff. Masvidal is fine with giving Askren another shot, you know, like a rematch or whatever them do. But I don't know, if he beats Diaz, I think he's gonna be looking at more like something like I don't know, probably a Khabib or a Tony fight, you know, or whoever wins from the Khabib Tony fight. He's gonna be looking for a title shot, you know, because there is enough of a buzz around his name. And I don't think that he's gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna give this guy Ben Askren, who has 2 fights in the UFC, a questionable win and a 5-second loss, you know. I'm gonna give this guy another shot. You know, I just don't see it happening, man. I don't think that's gonna be a thing. So, but I guess if he loses, if Nate Diaz wins, which right now, like, I don't know, I don't have a favorite in this match. I'm just gonna watch it and see what happens because, yeah, I don't know. For me, Nate is a little bit of the underdog right here, just because Masvidal is on like such a tear in the UFC right now that I don't know, man. It feels like. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what's gonna happen, man. It's not like there's like no chance in hell that Nate is gonna win. But I can see Nate winning, but it would either be by like a decision or something. I doubt he's gonna be able to submit Masvidal. Probably gonna be like some kind of a decision, but it's like a main event, right? So it's gonna be 5 rounds. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know, 5 rounds, both of them. There's gonna be a lot of blood. That's what I'm gonna say. There's gonna be so much blood on the canvas after this match. It's gonna probably look like some kind of a like a cult ritual sort of thing that happened over there, a blood sacrifice. It's gonna be a lot of it, man. So yeah, I am actually super excited about the next UFC. It's in 10 days. 10 days until UFC 244, man. It's like a stacked card. It's a really good card. Do we have anything for 245 for the next UFC, or do we Well, we do have actually 3 matches. We have main event, Kamaru Usman versus Covington, which is gonna be the main event, and then we do have like a co-main event as well, man. We have Max Holloway is gonna defend the title against Volkanovski, and then we have like another title. I mean, 3 title bouts. Although we do have a lot of matches, but those probably gonna be early prelims. Jessica I and the other dudes underneath there probably gonna be early prelims. And yeah, we have Amanda Nunes versus Jermaine Durandamy. Probably pronounced it really fucking bad, but yeah, we do have like 3 title bouts. So I don't think McGregor is gonna be coming back. You know, he's gonna at least want a co-main event. He's not gonna fight just as a part of the fight card. He's not gonna do that, and they want, you know, and it's like there is no logic giving him like a co-main or a main event when they have 3 title bouts, man. When they have like 3 titles on the line, there's no way, oh, we're gonna move one of the title fights be just in the fight card, which there is already one, you know. But yeah, we're gonna give co-main event to McGregor, you know, versus Frankie Edgar. You know, I don't think that's gonna happen. So it looks like my prediction is McGregor is not coming back December. You know, he was alluding to it, but I don't think it's coming. I don't think it's happening, man. He's probably gonna be there watching it because he's gonna celebrate like Christmas and stuff, and probably is gonna be in like Las Vegas. Heard it's a great place to celebrate the holidays, apparently. I've never been to Vegas, man. I kinda want to, but the thing is, I don't feel like Christmas time in Vegas is gonna be a good time, man. It will feel so shallow and stuff, cause like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, if you go there every Christmas and you have a good time, like, more power to you, man. I think it's gonna be like a little bit depressing, dude. Being there on Christmas, celebrating over there in like casinos and stuff. I'm not like a big fan of casinos anyway. Anyway, what else do we have to talk about? Like if you've been following me on Twitter, you could see that this dude, TheQuartering, which I did do a whole on podcast, I guess, about talking about him, you know, was episode 34 of the podcast. So yeah, 3 episodes behind. And I think, and I was like, oh, well, I'm not gonna talk about him. And I wasn't like too negative in that. I just told you that I don't like him and he is not a good source and stuff, like news source and stuff. But the thing is, he is just clickbaiting everything. Like, if you do follow me on Twitter, you can see he made like this stupid clickbait video about Blizzard banning him from Twitch. And that was the title. Blizzard banned me from Twitch, you know, and it wasn't that. Like, he was banned from the Twitch chat of from the Blizzard's like Twitch chat. He was banned, you know. And why he was banned? Because he posted something that he knew it would get him banned. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure he planned on doing this whole video, you know, so he just went to get himself banned so that he can make this video and clickbait it and stuff. You know, he was like, oh, look guys, I know it's a little bit of a clickbait, I apologize and stuff and whatnot, you know. He did got like a backlash, I guess, about that video, because he changed the title to just Blizzard banned him. But now it's misleading and clickbaity again, because you know, there's this whole controversy about Blizzard banning people, you know, banning pro players from their games, suspending them, whatnot. And so now it sounds like they banned his Battle.net or whatever it is, like account and stuff, and he can't play their games or something, you know. Now it sounds like that, and it's like another clickbait, and you click on the video and it's like, no, actually I posted something in their Twitch chat that actually I knew it was gonna get me banned, but you know, I wanted to make this video so I can profit and make money and stuff, you know. And he goes out with like the weakest excuse for doing this video, because in his video he's like, look guys, I know this is a little bit of a clickbaity video, I do apologize, but you know, I'm fighting for the people in Hong Kong, man, this is why I'm doing this, it's not for money at all, you know. And he tried to prolong this joke that Blizzard banned him and how ridiculous it was and whatever, you know. He was memeing around it, oh look, I'm banned guys and stuff, you know. He was doing his like normal things that he usually does, but then, you know, he could have stretched that joke only to like 3 or 4 minutes, and he saw like, oh my god, I'm not gonna get the mid-roll money, so you know what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring up the same articles and stuff that I have read in my past 20 videos that I have made on milking this whole situation, and I'm gonna read them to you so that I can sort of make this video up to like 10 minutes so that I can put a mid-roll in there and make some sweet cash, dude, you know. And it's his whole channel like that, dude. Like he's everything he does over there is to spark drama, playing the YouTube algorithm and making money. Like this, his whole thing is about making money, dude. And when he comes out, like, I get why people watch him. I certainly share a lot of views with him, you know. Most of the views he expresses on his channel, I kind of share them as well, but that's it. Like, he is just there for like clicks and money, and he doesn't really care about you. He's like, oh guys, look, I care about you, I care about consumer rights, care about this and that, which I guess, yeah, sure, he does care about consumer rights and whatnot, but dude, like, he does everything for money. It's really like manipulative, I guess the word I'm trying to say. It's just weird, man. It's just the whole situation with him is weird, you know, and it's hard to like take him serious when he starts talking about companies are being greedy and they do everything for money and they wanna microtransaction even, you know, and this and that, you know. And it's like, I can't believe they wanna milk us for all money, which like the dude is doing anything possible, just like the companies, to make as much as money as he can, you know. He's as greedy as all of them, dude. He sees an opportunity, he takes it, just like all the gaming companies that he's criticizing, you know. And that's what pisses me off, man. It's hard to take your word serious. You want to be respected like a game journalist or a nerd culture journalist, you know, yet you do all the scummy things that you actually say are bad, and they're scummy and they're all this and that, you know. And as I said before, look, we're all hypocrites to a degree. It's like no one's perfect, everyone has said something to contradict themselves, but this guy, his actions contradict what he's saying in his videos all the time, you know, all the time. Like, he calls gaming journalists, he calls them gaming journalists because haha, edgy and you know, urinals and stuff, and they can't write and stuff, and they're just doing this for like clicks and sparking up drama and stuff. But like, dude, have you looked at your channel? Essentially all of your videos are like that. You do everything because you see, oh, if I talk about this, I'm gonna get views and money, and I'm gonna get money, dude, you know. This is why he, like, every news, he doesn't just bundle all the news of the day into one video. No, he uploads like 3 or 4 videos a day. Every news has its own video, and every news must be at least 10 minutes long. So he can have the mid-roll as well in there and make those cash money. He needs to make them, dude. It's ridiculous. Like, it's honestly ridiculous what he does, dude. And then he goes on and takes the high ground when he's talking about someone in Kotaku making like writing a piece just for the clicks and for the drama and stuff, and he's like, yeah, this guy's not a journalist, he's just baiting your clicks and stuff, you know. What are you doing then, dude? You call yourself a journalist, aren't you? You're like, oh yeah, I'm actually a respective gaming journalist, you know. And he takes that high ground, you know, and he's like, yeah, that's me, that is actually me. And it's like stupid. It's stupid, dude. Like I don't know. There are many better places for you to go and watch, you know, the nerd culture news, to get your news on the nerd culture. There's like, I tweeted out pretty bad tweets. It's like it's like a good gaming source. Like they do actually informative videos, which yeah, they do also give you their opinion, but it's not the way that TheQuartering does it. Their thing feels like quality. It's edited. It's, you know, it's just straight to the point. Like they give you first of all everything you need to know. You know, they give you the news, and after that it's more of the opinion piece. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna give you an expose, but first here's something about my personal life that it's not too personal to dox myself or something, but it's like it's relatable, I guess. Like, oh, I'm gonna go take a nap in the middle of the day because I'm sick. You know, I really needed to know that, dude. Like, I clicked on a news, like a video that I thought that I was gonna be getting a news about something that I guess he cared about, since I clicked on the video, right? And it's like, oh, well, I'm gonna go take a nap after this video, guys. First of all, here's like my opinion on the whole thing. And now here's the thing that I gave you my opinion on, you know, and here's like another opinion, because it's not 10 minutes long, the video yet. So here's another opinion piece, you know. And it's like, oh, dude, that's not how you do that. It's not like, I don't know, man. Just he's like the guy that clickbaits shit, and it does, like, everything he's saying that is bad, he does it. I don't know if it's subconsciously or whatever, but I doubt it. Because he's a smart dude. Like, he knows what he's doing. I can guarantee that 100% sure he knows what he's doing. He's smart. Like, he's not like some dumb dude that is just making clickbaits and all of this and that. Like, he's not like a J Station or whatever. That, because these people, it feels like these other people are just clickbaiting like slime videos and all this and that. Like, it feels like they're stupid enough that they wouldn't know better, you know. TheQuartering, he seems like a smart dude. He knows exactly what he's doing, and he's playing into it. He's playing into like the YouTube algorithm and stuff. And like, I don't know how can like people enjoy his videos that he's putting out. I guess it's just because people that are very strongly opinionated about stuff, and they just go to his channel because they know he shares their opinion on the subject, and so it's gonna be like you know, him stroking to their ego sort of a thing, or him agreeing with them, like, yeah, this is right, your opinion is correct, sort of thing, you know. Like, there was like I don't know about what, but there was like a video of his that he was like, why are people attacking me? I just shared I'm on your side, people, and I shared my opinion. I know it was a non-popular opinion, but why are you attacking me right now and stuff? And it's like, dude, I mean, you put your opinion out there, it was controversial, you knew it was controversial, and yet you're somehow, why are people attacking me for having a different opinion, sort of thing. It's like, dude. It's just, when I started following him because, you know, he shared my opinion, and I was like, oh yeah, this guy seems cool and stuff. When I subscribed to him, there were like so many videos in my recommended feed that were coming out, like, why is TheQuartering the worst? And it was all from like small channels and stuff, and I was thought like, oh, it's just like some social justice warriors, no, just protecting the justice on the internet, sort of thing. It's like, I kind of don't care. No, I kind of don't care. He seems like a good dude to me. But then, I didn't even need to dig into his stuff. I didn't even need to dig into his stuff. It was, and it's not like I watch all of his videos. I essentially watch the videos that the title grabbed me. That well, this sounds like something I care about. So I watch it and stuff. And it's so boring, dude. It's so boring because his videos are not like a podcast where you put it on in the background and you just listen to people talking, give you their opinions on the stuff. No, it's supposed to be like a video that is informing you about the news, because it's not a long video either. When he hits the 10-minute mark, he's out. Like, sure, he has like longer videos than 10 minutes on stuff that maybe he's a little bit more passionate about, but most of the time, as soon as he hits the 10-minute mark, he's out, dude. I did it. I don't have to talk about anything anymore. Now everything else is like a freebie sort of a thing, and it's like, oh, dude, it's so bad, man. Yeah, I thought I wasn't gonna talk about him again on this podcast, but I don't know. It really just like pissed me off because he has made so much fucking money off of the whole Hong Kong thing, and people are actually really over there like fighting and stuff, and they're really oppressed by their government and they wanna be free. They're fighting for their freedom, and and he's just like he's made like literally 1,000 videos on the subject, just repeating and regurgitating the same thing over and over again. Every time something new has happened, he can talk about it, but he can't really stretch it out for more than like 5 minutes. So he gives you like the whole spiel what has happened before for the next like 5 minutes, just for like that sweet mid-roll ad that he gets on there. Like, dude. It's really kind of a cunty on his part. But hey, let's go back to something a little bit more positive. CSGO has introduced the 20-year anniversary of CS 1.6, and they introduced like a new case, right? They have the knife from 1.6, the iconic knife. They added in there, and it's like loot boxes again and stuff, and whatever. That was a big news. They added another case. I don't know, did that mechanic that of like see what you're gonna get before you get the box sort of a thing, but not really. Is that gonna really save them when it comes to like, we're not gambling. You get to see what you win. You just need to buy it before you get to see the next thing that you win. It's kind of a weird system, but man, I don't know. I've been into CSGO lately. I've been playing it. I have gotten a few friends over, and we got back into it. We got back into CSGO. We did a few games over at the weekend, and we're probably gonna do some games tonight. Hopefully, maybe, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, man, that's like a thing also that happened. Also, I've been banging on it, but as it is about a week away from Halloween, if you do like probably events are happening in your video games, go check those out. Also, Goo Grumps is happening. Goo Grumps is a thing, and they've actually started pretty damn early, because they started on Monday, which means we're gonna be having a week and a half at least of like spooky videos. They're playing Blair Witch, that game, which apparently is like really good, but I don't know, when it comes to like scary games, I can't really play them by myself. It's not that I'm like, I'm super scared and stuff, I mean, they do, if a game is good and it does set up a mood, it's gonna scare you, because that's what it's made to do, but Yeah, I don't know. I usually watch people play those games. Like Scary Game Squad is a good place if you wanna like delve into fully into the game and the war and everything, because they usually do everything. They play the game, but they're into the war and they're actually analyzing it as the game goes on, because they're like, it's not just one dude playing it, it's like three or four people over there the do that. And that is like quite fun. And if you want to get into like the war and be a little bit nerdy of the game, it's like that's I recommend watching them play those, because like um I played a bunch of Resident Evil 7, I think, the first person one, and it was great to play it, but I don't know, I just kind of lost interest in it at some point, because I was just like busy and stuff, and then it has passed like weeks before, like since I've played it, and it was like I kind of don't really feel like getting back into it. It's a good game. It's a good game. I'm not saying it's a bad game or anything. I just didn't felt like playing it again because it was like sort of a thing. But then then I discovered that the Scary Game Squad have played it, and I watched them playing it, and it was fun as fuck watching that one. And it was, and I did get more of like the backstory than I would have gotten if I played it, because when I usually play, I don't really read much of the things. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, I'm fine. But yeah, man, that was so. Yeah, I don't know, if you do wanna have like a spooky video game night, watching people playing video games or something, I do recommend going to the Scary Game Squad. But yeah, also Goograms is happening, which I am excited for. I'm kind of sad that the Yogscast don't do anything about Halloween anymore. I mean, there might be like a stream or something that is Halloween themed, but I don't think they're gonna do much about Halloween anyway. Like the like the York pot, when they did the Halloween spooktaculars, those were like good ones, but they don't do them anymore, which is kind of sad. I don't know. Do they do anything for the Triforce? They didn't do it last year. They didn't do anything special for Halloween, I don't think. So yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do anything for like Halloween this week either. I don't know. I would love them if they read like these spooky stories, and they, because the Yogpod, when the Spooktaculars on the Yogpod happened, like they did that, and I kind of liked that. And so I don't know, like this is what I'm thinking. If there is actually an episode for like next week, I think this is what I'm thinking, like finding like some really creepy stories and me just reading them to you, and I don't know, reacting to them or whatever. I don't know. We'll see what's gonna happen. I don't know if I'm gonna have the time, or if I'm gonna really find something too creepy or whatever. But look, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best to do it. And yeah, I think we're gonna be calling it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's podcast. If I don't see you next week, have a great Halloween. Also have a great UFC fight night. It's fight week next week, so that's gonna be cool, and a really a really good pay-per-view is gonna be, at least because the card is stacked. We have a lot of fights and a potential for a lot of great fights, because there are great fighters on that card, at least on the main card. Haven't really looked at the early prelims, but I'm probably not gonna watch the early prelims, sadly. I'm not paying for those. Just paying for the pay-per-view. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you want to talk about anything, there is like the comment section down below. Like, dislike, whatever, however you feel like about it, about the podcast, about this episode. Also, go follow me on Twitter. I go on weird tangents about TheQuartering over there. Also, I tweet about the podcast, if it's gonna be late or not. If you do care if there is gonna be a Halloween episode next week, you should better follow me over there, because I'm gonna probably hype it up a little bit, because it's gonna be a little bit different than what I usually do. Also, I'm gonna inform you if, hey, we're doing it. Actually, we're actually doing it, sort of a thing. So yeah, if you want, go do that. Follow me on Twitter, it's in the description. And as always, I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next week or the week after that. We'll see what's gonna happen. Bye.